Whatever. I guess we're live.
That's just a car.
There we go. That's all we're doing for an intro this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, actually, it's not morning. Well, it is. It's morning where I am, not where you are, Tony. But the little to no fanfare for the opening today. But it's the People's Champion Tepecuyan right here with my brother. There, I got to aim right with my brother Tony ToneDef. Welcome, man. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you are. Chris Wicks.
Yeah, right. It's shit. Oh, hey, Mackie Sky, Red Gaze. What up?
Hail.
What up? Hail to these wonderful people in the chat already. This lovely impromptu live stream. I was like, I've lost 2 subscribers this weekend. I haven't done anything since what? Was it Friday morning? We did the morning. Yeah, we did the morning show Friday morning with me and Adam, superfan Adam Shawhan. It was like we went 2.5 hours. I'm like, I wasn't planning on doing a 2.5 hour morning show, but I was like, there you go. There's your bonus content for the week, in lieu of some videos. The last month has been crazy for me. Let me get this out of the way right off the bat. The last month has been crazy for me with July is always an insane month. I've been able to stay constant on the live streams. Single release videos haven't been as frequent, so I apologize. Please don't unsubscribe. No, really, I'll have more. There'll be more single releases coming in the next few weeks before we get back into the fall when I have Batwoman reviews. I just realized it's been literally 2 or 3 months since I've done a Galaxy High review. I seriously think it was the end of May. Mackie Sky, hey, look at this. He says, "You got to do better, Etep." I'm just in my head. I'm hearing Anthony Mackie yelling at me at the end of fucking Falcon and the Winter Soldier for being white. Just, you need to do better. Like, what did I do? Oh, thank you guys for being here.
I'm not
Red
the one
Gaze.
who gave the fucking shield away. You need to do better, motherfucker.
You're right. I didn't give the shield away. That's the problem. It's like, hey, hi, buddy. What's up? Get your clothes on, and then you can come in and say hi.
Inside out.
Well, this is the beauty of live streams. Come here, bud. He literally just walks in the door and throws his clothes at me.
Can they see me?
No, nobody can see you. The camera's off. So Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Here,
What's up, buddy?
Here, come here. Put this in. There.
What's up, Tony?
I got an earbud in him now.
What's up, Trey? Good morning, dude.
Good morning.
Oh, there. Here, let me get it. Let go. There you go. There, your earbud's back in. See, Tony, it's Earth. Oh, and the earbud fell out again. Try. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't try to put an earbud in his ear while he's putting his shirt on. Okay, so for those of you familiar with Seinfeld,
Dad, can I have the hat?
no, you can't have my hat. He's basically George Costanza. He's just laying around in his drawers right now watching his tablet.
That sounds like a cool Sunday morning to me. Sunday mornings were always kind of such a drag because Saturday mornings were so awesome. And then you'd get into Sunday and all that was on TV was the 2020 or the 700 Club or whatever the fuck.
Bad word, Tony.
He said bad word, Tony.
Oops.
There. He's there. He wanted my hat, so I decided to give him the other one. Hang on.
We're in Death Star.
We're in
right,
the-
Tony?
Yeah, we're in the Death Star.
Yeah.
Dude. There you go.
Yahoo!
Oh, I was explaining. He's going. I was explaining the pop filter. Don't. I was explaining the pop filter to him and what it does. Let me acknowledge the chat here. Godzillionaire's here. Brightest Day, Red Gaze, Angelus Draven. He says, "Hail, buddy. Hail to you." T and Telly with Maria. She says, "I'm sitting around in my drawers too." For those of you who don't know T and Telly with Maria, go over and subscribe to her channel.
Daddy, can you go to Red Gaze? What did he say?
Hang on one second. She runs a great channel, and she's on the Orville panel with us on Thursday afternoons, which I am anxiously awaiting that to come back. I don't know if they did a show last week. I wasn't able to join, but that sounds like what I do on a normal. So see, it's normal, man. Brightest Day. Hale, do you stop touching the earbud, duder? Yo, brightest day and everyone. Runner is here. Lord Runner, there you go. I'll give you one, buddy. Everybody gets one. Brightest day already subbed. I am subbed to you too, sir. He says, wow. He sounds like he's about to blow up a Trade Federation control ship, right? Right? He's about ready to do that, but
I read geese.
say the line. Say it. Okay. See, now he's growling in there. And he just took off with my other earbud. This is the beauty of He's out in the den. Can you still hear me?
Crystal clear, buddy. Yeah, the beauty of live streams. So, as I was saying, you know what really sucked about Sunday mornings was because Saturday mornings were so awesome. You know what I mean? You with this, Etep?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here. I had to reclaim my my earbud from Trey. Stop front and go watch your tablet and play, baby. I love you. We're gonna go out and see the cousins in a little bit. All right.
Go play on your iPad.
We're gonna go see Ricky and Lisa in a little bit, and Haley. Okay. All right, now. Yes, you can take your Nerf blasters. Oh my God, my child is freaking he is a tiny version of me. Hail the chat. All right, I'm sorry, guys. Tony, please, I apologize, bro. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just bitching about boring Sunday mornings. That's all. Trying to. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, the 700 Club. Like, what a letdown after watching like Teen Wolf and like Muppet Babies and Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling and all that.
Yeah.
It's like, here, watch these old folks complain about stuff. Back in my, you know, like I know what the 700 Club is. I know it's painful to watch. It's as bad as like Pat Robertson and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially when we're kids. Like it's bad as adults to watch. It's hard to just sit there, but as kids, that's yeah.
Right? Wait, when is little Etep channel coming out? Him and I are starting a channel. We're gonna wait one more year. I need to move. I need to get into a bigger house, and we're going to set up an entire room. We're gonna paint a green screen wall and the floor for what I have planned for our channel, and we'll be upgrading our camera and our sound equipment too. So yes, I'm planning on having a studio set up for that. So like I said, this channel will be at 760 subs this time next year, and me and Trey will be at probably like 1,000 after a week. Well, it'll be Trey. It's just I happen to be doing all the work, and he'll be. Yes, buddy.
Are we gonna play from after you're done doing your stream?
Yes.
Thank you, Daddy.
All right, love you. Go.
I love you.
Love you too, bud. But yeah, hail brutal Morningwood. Hail to you. Yes, no, you didn't miss it, man. You didn't miss it. You're here. You're here with one of the best names on YouTube, Transor Z, and wrestling used to be my Sunday mornings. Yeah, at noon, that's where I was going with that. At noon, you got All American Wrestling on USA, which was, you know, your 1 hour WWE. And that was the thing, is like they'd show matches from house shows, you know, but as a little kid, you didn't really realize that. It was just like, you know, but then you're like, wait, why does the arena, like, I was like, the arena looks different. You know what I mean? And like, you'd have different, it was like, wait, like different quality footage. But, you and I were talking about wrestling this morning, and we need to do an entire dedicated wrestling stream. Like that might be something we can record and upload because we do have some wrestling fans. So I would like to, you know, touch on that. But we had some
pizza cutters.
Yeah, careful, we'll lose Domino's as a sponsor.
Yeah.
Domino's though, if you really want to sponsor us, we're open to sponsors. So.
Yeah, 2 medium, 2 toppings, $5.99.
You know, even though Domino's pizza does kind of taste like cardboard at times, I'll still.
Awful.
It is. I ordered from there a couple times when I was living in Big Rapids, because they had one when we moved in and it closed, and they reopened another one like a year later.
Look, if you want to know what it's like to poo jalapenos without eating jalapenos, eat Domino's 2 days in a row.
Oh. Oh my God. I've had in the last 3 days, I've had so much I have so many leftovers in my freaking refrigerator. It's all like my buddy Pat, we're drunk last night. He cooks like 12 brats and there's like 4 adults. I'm like, I'm eating one, bro. I'm like, I'm already fat enough as it is, man. That wife and took a picture of me on the boat from the side yesterday. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, somebody needs to find the treadmill again.
That video was hilarious you put on Facebook.
And it's like everybody's gonna think I'm like drunk or something. I was like, I was completely sober. I literally had like one beer in 6 hours yesterday. I was drinking. I just drank water, and then like we got caught in a rainstorm out there, and yeah, it was just like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, we're in these like 3-foot waves. And the pontoon is like 18, 20 feet. So it's just like slapping up and down. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, that's great, bud. We're getting stuck out here in the fucking storm. Yeah. It was terrible. I was afraid for my life.
It's an awesome Mel Gibson.
I'm channeling me inner anti-Semite Gibson. I don't even know where I'm going with that, but let's I'm gonna throw an article up here. Tony sent me this morning. So yeah, we'll have a new Grace Randolph gift tomorrow night too. But here we are over Movie Web. The Marvels is casting a mystery scientist role. A new report has the Marvels casting detailing a new role that will require prosthetics and a dry sense of humor. So this is by Anthony Lund. Hey, it's not by Jeremy Duch. All right. So this is like the worst Animorphs book I have ever seen. I want to make a meme. That is the worst. That is a terrible Animorphs book. Like, I don't see that selling many copies in the Barnes and Noble.
It just looks so bad. Like, you hear the Marvels and you're like, yeah, but when you actually see the Marvels all together, this is going to be such a shit show.
I'm like, Monica Rambeau. Okay, I can get with that. Kamala Khan. It's like, that is the worst cosplay I have ever seen in my life. Yeah. And Stoneface over there, I was in the MCU group earlier on Facebook, and somebody posted, dude, that group is full of sycophants. That's all it is. Like, it is just sycophants. And then there's people like me who, if we comment, like, whenever there's a Captain Marvel post, I just read the comments. I stop commenting because it's like, I can articulate why I don't like that movie without insulting Brie Larson personally. And it's like, you're just a man, baby. You're just a neckbeard. Yep. You're just a Trump fan. I'm like, where does that even like factor into this? Well, Trump is a sexist, racist, so you're a Trump supporter because you don't like Brie Larson, therefore you're sexist. I'm like,
huh?
All right, y'all just hurt my brain. I'm gonna go make fun of Thor 4 and call it a day. No, it's pathetic though, man. Like, seriously, like, but it's any movie though. If you insult any movie in there, they treat it like you insulted their mom. It's like, you do know you're not getting paid for for being living in this echo chamber, right? This isn't gonna, I hope she sees this, bro, kind of thing. That tag, I use that tag group in there a lot, or the did it work? Did she fuck you? I use that one in there with those soy boys, dude. And then they get all pissy because he's a tag group. Ban him. He's using tag groups to insult people. It's like, well, don't say stupid shit, and I won't.
Yeah, some people just want to be contrarian, and you can lay out your case with facts and logic, and it can be steeped in reality. And it doesn't matter. There's no goalpost for them, They're just willing to throw whatever at the wall, So whatever your argument may be, or whatever your point of view may be, they just want to argue with you. It's a Venus flytrap.
Oh God, yeah.
Simone Biles level mental gymnastics, like.
Oh, that's it too. You can't. You're not. Did you see that thing I posted on Facebook? That meme. I was kind of making fun of it. I put the honkler over it. That Simone Biles meme, where it's like, "Are you a gold medal gymnast? No. Have you transcended your sport? No. Then you have no right to talk about Simone Biles." I'm like, and on one hand, we're kind of getting off topic here, but on one hand, I can understand, like, okay, look, they said they weren't going to score you like everybody else because you're so good at what you do. But on the other hand, if you're that good at what you do, why does it matter to you what the judges are going to do? Because you're that good, you're going to transcend them anyway.
Yeah. And as far as that argument, you don't have to be a 27-year-old Latina nurse to tell a 27-year-old Latina nurse you shouldn't be hitting dogs, Like, people are allowed to have opinions.
Right? It's far worse than we thought in terms of, the whole argument about things being, oh, well, who can say what and who can criticize what. And, I love when they say this group is immune to critique because of like this. And it's like, no,
weird. No, critiquing them.
Exactly. I'm like, are you going to stop me? Are you going to silence me? That's where cancel culture comes in, right there. Draven says, It is. It's ridiculous. It's like, no, you can't speak freely because we don't like what you say. Well, that's my right to have an opinion. That falls under my First Amendment. Not when your First Amendment comes into play when it touches my fifis. It's like, fuck you.
If they don't agree with your opinion, they consider it violence.
That's my favorite one. Yeah,
it's violent to not like Captain Marvel.
Differing opinions are equivalent to physical violence. It's like, I have PTSD because somebody argued with me online and said that I'm wrong for not liking Captain Marvel. It's like, no, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. My old man summed it up years ago, says, Brutal Morningwood, all you're ever going to get from an asshole is shit.
Yeah.
All of that. Yep. All of that. I'm going to go back to Draves for a minute. He says, Miss Marvel is a fan of superheroes, so it makes sense for her costume to look like trash, so I guess they're really leaning into it with this one.
Really, it looks like a honeycomb commercial. Like, it looks like she went in there and, like, made up her own... Yeah.
Yep. Nano Reaper, hail. He says that looks like the worst group ever. Yes, it does. Hail, Bone. Hail, Bone. Hey, Bone is here on the 1st of the month.
I'm like waiting for Andre the Giant to like pick the one in the middle up and set her up in the tree house, and they start fucking... Maybe I'm the only one that remembers the commercial.
No, I know what you're talking about. Now that you bring it up, yeah.
How
could you be a kid back when we were and not remember that honeycomb commercial? You know what I mean? Oh, Jesus!
It just looks so bad.
Yes, it's a modern pop group. Nano Reaper, PTSD is the most overused term on Twitter. Oh, absolutely. When people are claiming PTSD over Twitter arguments, it's lost its validity. It's digitally crying wolf. Lola says, "Hey Etep, hey Lola, what is up, ma? How you doing? Words can give you PTSD. Yeah, that's the problem with these soft ass people these days. Ah, God. All right, so let's go here. Among the many Marvel Studios movies coming soon, Cat Pan Mediocre sequel, The Mehvels, is one we haven't heard too much about. Well, probably because they downgraded her sequel, even though it, quote, made $1 billion to protect Brie Larson, because after seeing what happened to Black Widow, do you think they would let that happen to Brie Larson?
The center of the MCU, the next Robert Downey Jr.,
the crown jewel of the MCU, Brie Larson. Brie Larson couldn't be the crown jewel in a crown of fucking thorns. I mean, let's be honest. But a piece of new information by regular insider Daniel RPK has now suggested the movie is currently casting a new mystery role to appear alongside its trio of heroine. I mean, what you're going to need to get through the movie. Cat Pan Mediocre, Monica Rambeau, and Miss Marvel. The new the news, it's supposed to be news. The news was tweeted by there is a Catpan Mediocre News Twitter account. Challenge accepted. Oh, I'm going to make what I did to the Batwoman Twitter accounts look like a fucking walk in the park with this one. I mean, I don't condone this, what I'm going to do to this Twitter account in any way, shape, or form. Kids, don't try this at home. Monica Rambeau and Miss Marvel. The news was tweeted by Captain Marvel News and detailed the character details. Wow. I am not even a paragraph into this, and this is already annoying me because they have no editors.
Yeah.
For the casting, although it does not say whether this will be a character known through the comics or if it will be a brand new character created specifically for the movie.
And highlights the character details.
Yeah.
So what a good writer would have put.
Right? But we're just saying we're not talking about good writers here, though, right? Let's see. The Post states that the casting is for a, quote, intelligent scientist with a dry sense of humor and a no-nonsense mentality. Actor must be comfortable with full facial prosthetics supporting. Let's see. Okay, so here's the tweet. I want to highlight something here. We're gonna open this because I think we talked about this on the morning show. But I'm going to pull this article again. Pushes herself past the limit in the latest Marvel's training video. She's doing Bulgarian squats with like 10 pounds. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to critique her physically. I really don't. But my God, please don't wear sandals if you have feet that look like that. She looks like a fucking vulture.
I'm glad I didn't watch. Can I mention, a little off track as well, but I watched Apollo 13 last night, speaking of Brie Larson. Mm-hmm. And that movie, Apollo 13, basically rips off the whole beginning of Endgame. It's disgusting. With Tony Stark stuck in space and...
When did Apollo 13 come out?
Fucking like 1993 or something. I don't know.
I was gonna say that's been out forever. Fucking Endgame.
Like I was watching. I'm like, where's Captain Marvel when they were freezing to death?
Why didn't she come save him?
Yeah. I guess the Tesseract didn't blow up yet. It's bullshit.
God damn it, Tom Hanks. Wasn't Tom Hanks in that?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, funny guy. I laughed my ass off in Philadelphia. While there isn't a lot to go on, the details of the role requiring prosthetics would make the suggestion that it could be a Skrull or a Kree, although fans on Twitter have also put forward more out there suggestions such as Sidron or an alien from the planet Drenx, who in the comics is a recruit of S.W.O.R.D., considering the connection of the S.H.I.E.L.D. division seen in WandaVision to Monica Rambeau's character. That may not be such a wild theory to throw into the mix. I was thinking, honestly, and you and I discussed this, Amadeus Cho or Hulkling.
Yeah.
I saw that rumored somewhere else. I think it was either an article or maybe Michael Roman did a video on it. I'm not sure. It might have been, "What's up, guys? It's me, Michael Roman, here at Everything Always," or All Flyers on Instagram. But I think it might have been him, one of them. I didn't get a chance to watch the video, but I'm like, yeah. But yeah, I did think that it was Amadeus Cho, though.
I feel like if we could get Grace Randolph and Michael Roman to breed, we would have like the ultimate Marvel News YouTube channel. Like whatever, demon from hell spawns from that unholy unity. Yeah.
What would be funnier, Michael Roman and Grace Randolph, or Grace Randolph and Warren the Cosmic Wonder? Woof woof. What about Doomcock and Grace Randolph? Greetings, Oh my God.
We're shipping YouTubers now.
this
Uh,
is where we're at.
yeah. This is a Sunday morning, you know.
We don't. It could be.
It's
It
the
could be a Disney dildo head monster. Hey,
it's the
we don't
live
need more.
stream. It's the
I'm sorry.
live stream you never knew you needed, is all I'm saying. Fucking
And all-
dildo monsters and all, dude.
Grace Randolph having sex with Doomcock, Michael Roman, and Warren. That's that meme. Grace Randolph sitting on the couch, and you've got Doomcock, Michael Roman,
Mike
and
Zero, Warren.
The guy from the Stupendous Wave.
Like, we're just gonna make the ultimate YouTube aggregate here. Oh, Jesus.
Brutal. The term "don't cross the streams" comes to mind. Can you imagine? Okay, so like take King Ghidorah from Godzilla fame, and replace the heads with all Grace Randolphs or all Mike
Yes.
Zeros.
I like the all Grace Randolphs, and it can be 3 different personalities. And
One says so, one says well.
the other one
The other
says,
one-
it's a car.
That's just a car. Oh, Grace, you're a constant source of amusement.
Well.
She's watching this right now. Like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna start tagging her on Twitter.
Do I really sound like that?
Yes, Grace, you do. So yes, you do. Yes, you do. And it's and one say Batwoman. Ah, Batwoman. That doesn't even look like Batwoman. Where's it at? Where's it at? You know what? Let's see. It's here somewhere. See, this is the problem. This is the problem with here it is right here.
Welcome to the place to be. Reviews.
I was a little frustrated. Batwoman. That's just a car. Somebody's watching this show. That like really annoyed me. Batwoman. Oh, it's
There we go. Like I said, it's like she releases one Batwoman video and I'm like, boom, I've got my intro for the season. Thanks, Grace. Thank you. I can't wait till season 3, frankly.
Poor Grace.
Zip. Well.
Yeah.
Oh man. So let's see what else. What else does this article say? Whether an existing comic book character or not, the dry sense of humor requirement is something that has been a staple of Marvel movies. If the supporting role is going to be someone who works with the leads, then a quippy science guy or a girl, let's be honest, they're not going to have a quippy science guy unless it's trans non-binary or something like that.
Yep.
Is the perfect foil for those back and forth banter moments that have often been seen between the likes of Tony Stark and Bruce Banner in the past. But those are 2 toxic white males, so we can't have that anymore. With the movie heading into production, we will probably find out something more about this new edition in the coming months. Well, thank you, Captain Obvious.
That's like inorganic, and mainly Robert Downey Jr. too, but that's like him and Mark Ruffalo and the some of their banter in the first Avengers movie was my favorite part of that movie, when they're talking shit and offering blueberries and all, you know. It was,
Yeah.
you can't recreate that. That
No.
happens organically.
Nope. And that's the problem, is they'll force it with Brie Larson and somebody else and be like, see, she can do comedy, you incels.
My thing is, you hired her to basically be the center of the new universe. And one thing that makes Robert Downey Jr. so successful, it's his expressiveness. It's his just off the cuff humor, you know, and his little
Yep.
snidey. And it's like the reverse of everything Brie Larson is. And I don't understand, like, there are so many actresses in Hollywood, and I'm not saying Brie Larson shouldn't even be Captain Marvel, you know, but to decide this is going to be the center of what you've built, you know, and this is going to be the new face of it all, you think you'd hire somebody with a little more talent, you know? Like Brie Larson has her place doing certain things. I really didn't mind her until she started speaking out. I didn't mind her in 21 Jump Street or whatever, 22 or whichever one she was in. But
I think it was 22 Jump Street.
why the hell would you go from Robert Downey Jr. to Brie Larson? I'll never understand. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
go ahead.
No,
Finish your thought, brother. I'm
I don't
sorry.
understand what Kevin Feige was thinking.
You know, it's lost on me. I really don't understand it because, like, seriously, before, okay, so when that whole E thing, when she was like on Twitter, hey E, want to break the internet with the magazine, or was it Entertainment Weekly or whatever?
Entertainment Weekly, yeah.
It's like such an irrelevant fucking periodical, let's be honest. Entertainment Weekly is about as relevant as, I don't know, Mad
TV
Magazine.
Guide.
TV Guide. Yeah, TV Guide. That's perfect. And it's like, why would you go with, Brie Larson? Like, oh, she won an Oscar for Room. I'm like, she played a freaking kidnapped, woman rape victim who had a kid. I'm like, of
And
course
she never
she's gonna.
stopped.
That's it. She's played a victim her entire fucking career in and out of roles. Runner says she was in 21 Jump Street. She was in 21 Jump Skeet.
Yeah,
and Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah,
I've never seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I've never
tried to watch. It was on Netflix a few years ago, so I would like put it on, trying to watch it, but I never like sat down and got into it. So I've seen it, but it's like I've periphery seen it. But I remember seeing Brie in that.
Yeah, because she did a song or something for that Scott Pilgrim movie, I believe it was, something like that. But yeah, because she's a musician too. And oh my God, she's such a geek girl, right? Like her YouTube channel was a joke. It was a joke. It was, I need this to maintain relevancy. And her PR reps were like, you need something that's going to endear you to these people.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we see real YouTubers that get more views than she did, which is great.
Yeah.
But yeah, all these celebrities that during the pandemic jumped on YouTube, to maintain relevancy because it was the easiest thing they could do, and their PR reps told them to do it. And then,
You would think TikTok would have been a better platform for that. Just saying.
It's short attention span. That's why. Plus, it gives them less room to look like idiots on TikTok.
Exactly.
It really does, because if you're not good at this. If you're not good at this, being real with the, and like I said, superfan Adam Shawhan always says it when he's on with me. He goes, what you see with me on camera is basically what I am off camera. This is me, and with people like Brie Larson, it's just, it's not like that. It's not like that. She's had those moments, like I keep going back to it, the Instagram post with the Stan Lee tribute. That was the most narcissistic, self-centered tribute. It was so tone deaf. It was completely
she was like
tone-deaf.
sitting there with, I can't remember the picture exactly, but she was like sitting down in her I think I remember that.
Yeah, and then she deleted it or turned comments off afterwards.
Yeah.
I think she deleted it.
That's what I mean. She shouldn't be in the starring role. Like, I like the actress that played Star-Lord's mom. I'm not saying they should have replaced her or nothing, but if they would have hired Brie Larson to say, oh, thank you, Captain America, in that one movie, and then a Star-Lord's mom, if they just like Brie would have been fine in that.
Yep.
It's not like I'd be watching like, Brie Larson is Star-Lord's mom. It's just she's miscast.
Yeah.
And not even as Captain Marvel, but as the face of it all,
Yeah, she's well, I mean, look at it. Like, there's so many different actresses that were far better suited to play Captain Marvel than her. I mean, I've got a screenshot of this girl I follow on Twitter who did a Captain Marvel body paint job. And it's far better than than Brie Larson. She's what is she? She's like a figure competitor. Yeah. The only reason I'm not showing it as a screenshot on YouTube is because she is literally completely nude, but with body paint and a Captain Marvel outfit, and she looks magnifique. But yeah, it's like honestly, I thought Katie Sackhoff should have been Captain Marvel. I really did. I've been making that argument for 3 years now.
I would have taken Melissa Benoit with an S.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't even watch Supergirl, but I know she would have made a better Captain Marvel.
You know, and she's just as nuts as Brie Larson as far as being a fucking SJW goes, too.
Oh, is she? She still would have played a better Captain Marvel, just separating talent and from the art from the artist.
That's it. That's it. Nano Reaper says, I love when I get called an incel on Twitter by a bunch of blue-haired beta males that wear leggings and pink Crocs when I'm the one with 2 kids. Exactly. That's it. I get called an incel. I'm like, I've been married for almost 10 years and I have a kid. I'm like, I'm not an incel, bro. Like, Lord Runner. Scott Pilgrim is good. It's Brie Larson's best acting. All right. I don't know if I'll ever watch it, but I'll take your word for it. McKinney Draws, hey, Etep. Hey, Mackie, what's up, brother? Welcome. And go over and subscribe to Makiny's channel, man. He's got... You want to talk about somebody who can draw women. There's like, him and Vinny. Them two, like, and of course, I'm not gonna take Katie Nerium out of the discussion either. But yeah, there are so many artists that can draw the female form. Independent creators, that's where it's at. Don't go with this mainstream comic shit. Check these folks out. Johnny Cage, JP7 in the house. Body paint is more often than not better than clothing, especially on this chick, man. Yeah, it's like I said, I was like, hello. And yeah, she's built like a superhero. She's not huge. She's nice and toned, beautiful blonde. Yeah, I was like, she looks like, honestly, like there's a girl that does Miss Marvel cosplay and just kills it every time.
And
yeah, but she's... Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just saying, and like Chris Evans, I know certain people only pay attention to genitals and skin color, so this next point isn't for you. Go about your Twitter day, but just taking them as actors. Chris Evans, dumpster fire SJW on Twitter. Brie Larson, same thing. But Chris Evans was a good Captain America, so we were able to look past that and separate, again, the art from the artist and enjoy it for what it was and just avoid him on Twitter. Same with Mark Hamill, so many others. Brie Larson was a bad Captain Marvel. She was just a bad superhero and just a bad fit for what they were trying to do with her. And I just want to point that out. It's not even her it's a combination of things that she sucks at what she does, and then she's telling you F you. Like, well, who are you to do that? It just invokes her. I don't know.
No, I get exactly what you're saying. It's like, yeah, everybody, because we bag on her. We bag on Brie Larson. But
it's the chick at the bar at 4 a.m. who you're like, screw it, and you decide to go talk to, and she's like, I can do better to you. Like, excuse me.
Yeah, you're sitting here stumbling around, and I'm just like, you're a hot fucking mess. Like, it wouldn't even be fun taking you home at this point. And then she tries to blow you off, no pun intended. Yeah, it's fucking that's funny right there. Johnny Cage says Captain Marvel is a bad Captain Marvel, has been for a long time. Yeah, that character of Carol Danvers hasn't been good since the Miss Marvel. The last run of the Miss Marvel was all right. I read a lot of that, and it was decent. At least the character looked feminine and acted feminine. That's Chris Evans was a better Captain America than a Human Torch. Oh, absolutely, Parrot Head. Absolutely.
Which is when they casted him, I was like, what the fuck? When they casted him as Captain America too.
I was too. I was like, wait, this dude was... And I don't hate the Fox Fantastic Four movies, especially after Fan Four Stick. You know what I mean? I can't... I can't hate on those movies. They were fun, at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kind of wish they would have brought the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man together, how they were supposedly planning on or whatever. That would have been fun.
Yes. Yes. And that's the problem with the new Fantastic Four movie is I was all excited for that. There's so little for me to be excited about in phase 4 and 5 of Marvel because it's this all new, all stunning, all brave Marvel. And then you're going to go ahead and just, say, hey, John Watts is directing the new the new Fantastic Four movie. And it's like, oh, great, John Watts, because I really love the new Spider-Man movies so much.
Look, for Fantastic Four, since everything's been going so soy lately, I've heard rumors like, oh, it could take place in the 60s. We'll do that and go full Mad Men and have Reed Richards out like banging his secretary and girls all day. And then he comes home to Sue Storm and gives her a nice slap on the ass while she's finishing up the roast. Now that's a Fantastic Four I want to see.
I would love them to make that today because can you imagine the amount of feminists who would just it would be like chaos and mass disorder, like the end of the world to them. Like faces would be melting like the Nazi in the Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark movie. You know what I mean? When they open up the Ark.
I'm thinking Reed Richards, Human Torch thing, maybe even Doctor Doom, sitting around playing a game of poker. Someone's got to get the hors d'oeuvres.
Yep.
Someone's got to mix the drinks.
But back then, that's the way it would be.
So let's make it take place in the 60s. I'm all for that.
Yep. That's, you're talking, 50s, your 50s, it'd be, yeah, dude, it'd be like that. Kevin Feige's too much of a feminist to ever even attempt that.
They could CGI a black eye on Sue Storm. She uses a little too much tonic.
She burnt the roast, dude.
Yeah.
She burnt the roast. Bree is the drunk over 30-year-old at the bar who still thinks she's an LA 10 when in reality she's a Barstow 6, but expects you to be an LA 10 with more than 6 and over 6 figures. Yes, that Nano Reaper, that's spot on.
But she also hates you for having all those qualities.
Yep, exactly. The re would be an epic Twitter. Yes. And everybody smoking in the show. Yeah, that'd be it too. Everybody would be smoking cigarettes. Like the Fantastic Four, I'll be sitting around smoking squares.
We need to get a AOC cameo in the Marvels. Like she could be the original Miss Marvel and passes it off to Kamala Khan.
I used to be a bartender. Then I was Miss Marvel.
Yeah, bartender, Miss Marvel, then gave up the mantle to go to Congress and fuck everything up.
And bilk the taxpayers in her district out of all the money she can, and yet blame everybody else for the ills of society.
I can just picture her in the Miss Marvel outfit. That's why I even said it. I want AOC in the Marvels. Kevin Feige, if you've listened this far in, yeah, AOC, bro.
I know Caroline Dries watches the Batwoman videos. I know she does. I know she's clicked on them. I know she, out of morbid curiosity, her or somebody that works for her at CW has looked. That's why those accounts block me. I'll guarantee it. Because if they the main Batwoman and the main CW Batwoman in the writers' room accounts wouldn't have all blocked me if they hadn't actually looked at what I was saying. Listen to what I was saying. That makes it that much sweeter. So yeah, if Kevin Feige was watching, I want him to block me on Twitter too. That'd be great.
Your videos define whiteness, so they're kind of defended in blocking you, man. Just saying.
I know, right?
Even though you're Egyptian, whiteness isn't a color now, apparently.
The comics banned Ben Grimm, Nick Fury, and Wolverine from smoking cigars when they'd smoked for decades. Let's just nuke Australia. No, I got a lot of. We got friends in Australia. We can't nuke them. We got to get some peeps. We got to get some people out of there first.
I'm still not convinced Australia exists.
It's just New Zealand in disguise.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, my people from
It's
Australia.
just
Oh, here's
Zealand.
here's the video right here. I gotta mute this. Look at this is she's literally hang on here. I mean those block weights, there is not that much weight on those. Her form is freaking terrible. Like
She
this is
does
horrible.
have hooves on her.
Yeah.
She's yeah. I don't want to dislike her, man. It's
No,
just
I don't either. She makes it easy. She makes it easy to dislike her. I had to laugh at that, man, because I'm like, that's terrible form, terrible form. And yeah, don't wear open toes if your feet look like that. Like her feet look like Sarah Jessica Parker's face.
Why are you wearing open toes when you're working out anyway?
To be fair, I wear flip-flops when I work legs too. I really do. But I'm not doing it on camera. I'm in my garage by myself.
I just figured it, like if she could drop one of those weight on those hooves, those talons. Maybe
oh yeah, dude, you crush it. I got made fun of by this back when I was wrestling. I think I told you the other night. My friend Dee, she's a bodybuilder from Brooklyn, and I was like doing T-bar rows. It was like 285, 300 pounds, and she's like, "Are you wearing flip flops, you crazy motherfucker?" I'm like, "Yes, I am." I was like, I work out in flip flops if I work out at home. You know, if I go to the gym, I wear my shoes. But yeah, I'm just like, no, I'm not. Red Gaze says we need a black op to pull our buddies out of Australia. Yes.
Yes.
How about nuking Frisco?
Yes.
Yeah. Her feet are funky. Yes, they are. Her trainer should be ashamed. That's it. It's like he's letting her post this on camera, knowing that people look to celebrities to see who their personal trainers are. And you're letting her get away with this like lazy ass form, popsicle stick with a head. Boom. That's it.
How come when I think of Brie Larson's trainer, I think of Black Widow's friend in the movie? It's something along those lines, I bet.
That's Soy Boy.
Yeah, because you're like, who would let her post that? And it's like, yeah. Then I think of a dude who got the Quinjet, like he would. He'd let her post that.
Yep. Arnold worked out barefoot.
Effeminate.
Yep.
Dripping.
He was an effeminate dude.
He was.
Black Widow's got that. Oh, what's his name? O.T. Fabinelli or something like that. God. Yeah, he was bad. Nano Reaper says if she dropped a weight on her feet, she couldn't clutch her sleeping branch. Wait for it.
Is that like a personal attack or something? Or...
Kibble Smith is her trainer. That's about it. Parrot Head and Parrot Head, you're not wrong. As bad as her feet are, there's still people lusting after them. There is. It's insane, but there is. You see it on these weird threads. Like, yes, it's just like you see, like you'll go through the comment thread because like I'll get caught like if somebody's like, oh, Brie Larson tweeted this and this is what happened, you know. So you go through and you start reading, you know, you go down that rabbit hole of all these tweets, and then it's like dudes are like, yeah, Brie's feet is like just out of nowhere. It's like. What did this devolve into? You know what I mean? Well, Nano Reaper is the internet is for freaks. Yeah, it is. But if it wasn't for the internet, you wouldn't have us. So there you go. Let's see. We got another article here. We'll pull up. Do you have any final thoughts on Brie Larson or her feet, Tony?
You know, do better, Brie. Do better.
I need that gif. I need that Falcon gif. You need to do better. It's so freaking horrible.
Speaking of doing better.
Yeah. We need to make PSAs on this as Clone Geek. Can you blame the trainer, though, if he tries to correct her? She'll make a big deal about a man telling her. Yeah, and her trainer better not be a 40-year-old white guy. I mean... or else, oof, that's bad. Speaking of bad, doesn't James Gunn kind of look like Glenn Beck?
You know, honestly, he looks better than Mini JJ, even though I think he's look, whether I like James Gunn personally or not, I think he's light years beyond JJ, but they both
Mhm.
had that same kind of look going on for a while, so I like the gray. I think it keeps the little boys away.
This from Bounding into Comics a couple days ago. James Gunn shares his reaction to being temporarily fired by Marvel, explains why the Jared Leto Joker isn't in the Suicide Squad, In a massive interview with the New York Times given ahead of the Suicide Squad's release, director James Gunn has both detailed the events of his 2018 firing from Marvel and what it was like working on the upcoming DC release. Hey, look, it's John Cena.
See, I'm hearing no one else could have played this character too. Like he does a really good job playing
Okay.
what I don't even know the character name, but
I don't either.
yeah,
I have no idea. I know I just finished watching the first Suicide Squad movie from 2016 not long ago.
yeah.
Nano Reaper says, I bet the trainer is a Tila lookalike girl. Yeah, they really, God, I don't even want to talk about the Masters universe anymore. They butchered that. So
Trainer's Kathy Griffin with the Trump head. Just follow the head up, down. Like, yeah.
This is bullshit. Speaking with the New York Times, Gunn revealed that Marvel's Uber producer Kevin Feige was the one who spoke to him about the lurid and sarcastic tweets that got the director in trouble. Remember that one, ToneDef? It was conveyed to me by Kevin Feige, Gunn explained. I called Kevin in the morning and it was going on, and I said, is this a big deal? And he goes, I don't know.
See, and this was going on, just a reminder to everyone, too. There was like Comic-Con or something going on that weekend, and he was about to reveal a trailer to another like non-related Marvel movie. Maybe it was Brightburn or something. And that got canceled because of this, like the morning of and everything going on. So, let's not forget he was feeling like shit when he called Kevin Feige.
Oh, probably.
Bad place.
Yeah. Let's see. What do we got here? Glinzer says Margot Robbie's the only good thing about the first Suicide Squad flick. Yeah, just the scene where she's changing her outfit. Does John Cena kiss China ass in this movie as well? Probably. Always. Clone Geek says Peacemaker is his name. Okay. I had no idea who he was.
Making peace with China.
Yeah, he was just trying to help out.
Sacrificing Taiwan.
Taiwan's not a country. It's Grace Randolph. That's just a country.
Joe Biden. Taiwan's just an idea.
All right. And Corn Pop was a bad dude, and the kids would love to touch the hair on my legs when we were in the pool. I don't know what the fuck. Dude.
Nice segue back to James Gunn.
It is a nice segue back to James, especially look. Did he get that gray in fucking like a couple years? Like, look at him. This is like only a few years ago.
I saw him like maybe a few weeks ago for the first time with the gray hair. Like, whoa! Like he probably stopped dying though, is what it is.
Yeah.
He was just fermenting it.
Yep. Like I used to do to my beard. That's why I don't do that to my beard anymore. John Cena is not an actor, says Clone Geek. Glinzer, Cena is the Chop Suey Side Squad. Honestly, cancel culture by deleting Twitter. Yeah, I wish I could. If I didn't need Twitter, I would not. Yeah. He continued, that was a moment like, you don't know, I was surprised. Later, he called me. He himself was in shock, and he told me what the powers that be had decided. Gunn admitted he was rocked by the decision. Really? Recalling it was unbelievable. And for a day, it seemed like everything was gone. Everything was gone. I was going to have to sell my house. I was never going to be able to work again. That's what it felt like.
Can I just say, like, and as much as I want to say good, because you're a hypocrite and you've done that to a million other people, or at least support that other people that think differently than you feel the same thing you did. I wish we could quit doing that to each other so nobody has to feel like that. Like even if this guy is an asshole, but this one isn't, because Gina Carano felt the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we could quit doing that to people.
Yep. That's the problem. That's the problem with
Roseanne.
this. Oh Jesus, dude. Even Paula Dean to a lesser extent. Uh, it's like I understand the consequences to actions, and yes, but you have to weigh each individual case. You can't say, okay, so was James Gunn actually what his tweet said he was? That needed to be looked into. If somebody has a implicit bias or even just, hey, they dropped a racial epithet. I believe that is much more forgivable as long as they're truly repentant about it. That's much more forgivable than being a Kevin Spacey type. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
there's
Who
there's no there's no redeeming anybody that hurts a child. None,
almost all of
zero.
these people, with maybe the exception of James Gunn that we just mentioned, paid harsher consequences than Kevin Spacey did.
That's right. I mean, you can't you can't do that. You can't give him a pass. You can't give people like that a fucking pass
You know,
because then that emboldens them
he
and
got
it
a
enables them.
15-month break. Spacey,
Yeah,
he got a 15-month break. Got
yeah,
CGI'd out of a movie or something that he probably still got paid for.
yep. Oh yeah, his agent probably got him paid for that. Um,
Like,
I you
sorry,
know
you're only going to be in 46 movies this year instead of 47. Well, am I
right.
still getting paid? Yep. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. See, Taipei is the real capital of China, says Nano
Hell yeah.
Reaper. Yep.
And they make badass peanut noodles.
Yes, they do actually. I've gotten those before. Johnny Cage, JP7. He isn't much of a wrestler either. No, he was just a clubhouse boy. We were actually talking about that this morning too. Yeah, he's a clubhouse boy. He kissed Vince's ass.
Yeah.
This was something I was thinking earlier too. Nano Reaper brought it up. Or he dyed his hair gray because I honestly know women that do that. They'll dye
Yeah.
their hair like I'm like in 15 20 years you're going to be dyeing this to make it not gray. So like what are you doing? Like what? I don't know.
Wouldn't you have rather, and again, I'm not a big fan of James Gunn, but wouldn't you have rather him have helmed the Star Wars sequel trilogy than J.J. Abrams?
Yes.
Like, it kills me they gave it to J.J.
Mhm.
Like, why? He's failed other franchises. Why?
Yeah, look what he did to Star Trek.
I know.
And then they're just like, "Oh yeah, we'll have JJ host this. It'll be fine. It's all fine. We're all fine." I
I
don't
would have
know.
much rather James Gunn have helmed all three of them, too, not just, and he would have taken the trilogy, unlike JJ.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have
Here's a good
needed Orion.
Oh, that see, and then but the good thing, the good microcosm of The Last Jedi was it brought an entire community together.
Yeah.
That's the only positive to be derived from that. Glinzer says Kevin Spacey, Kevin Feige, Kevin Smith. Is Kevin the male Karen? I think you're onto something, Glinzer. I think you're onto something. Nano Reaper, Gunn is greater than JJ, greater than Ryan, greater than Smith. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. No question. No question there, Nano Reaper. None.
That's what I mean. This is back to the Chris Evans, Captain America, Brie Larson, Captain Marvel debate. James Gunn is the perfect example. I don't like the guy personally, but I can recognize his talent. Now, if he
Mm-hmm.
was out making these tweets and stuff and he was an awful director, it adds an extra layer of like, where do you get off, kind of, to the psyche, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So at least James Gunn is talented. Most artists are a little fucked off in their head. Most of the
Oh,
good ones, at least.
oh, that's the thing too. They are, yeah. Everybody in this mindset is yeah. There's something. It's just like being a wrestler though. Like doing what I did and doing what you're doing to your body. There's yeah. You're not you're not a normal human being. That's all right. Matthew Birkland says They don't think it was a failure, and Alex Kurtzman got a $150 million contract with. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And that's why Kurtzman Trek is the drizzling shits. Because Kurtzman doesn't understand Star Trek. I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but I understand, Roddenberry's vision for it. I do understand. I understand it. It's just I don't know. I don't know why they chose to go there. Oh well, this is what it was always supposed to be. It's like, well, they used to do it right. Like now, well, it all falls back to bad writing though. It all falls back to bad writing. Remember when Hollywood kept their collective pie holes shut about politics and movies were much better back then? Yeah, and even if the movies had, a leaning to them, it was like tongue in cheek or, it just wasn't so out there, and yeah, so that kind of was it's just bad.
The movie a movie could have a moral and a lesson to learn, or the director could be trying to show their point of view on something, and you could have that without being offensive. The problem is today we're all sitting around the campfire and the storyteller is not able to tell a story without at least singling one of those people at the campfire out in order to make their story look better. You can tell a story without insulting anyone sitting there. And if they are that's the problem. So it doesn't matter like who gets signed for how many years, because in Hollywood anyway, it's just who you know. You don't have to be talented. The most talented people in this world are working on fishing boats, 12-hour days, It's who you know there. So start telling good stories. And that's what it all comes down to. Tell good stories. And if you're not able to do that, get the hell out of the way so more talented people can.
That's the problem though. These guys, they're not interested in the good story aspect. They're not interested in quality writing or character development or world building. It's all agenda. And it's their agenda, and it's all self-insertion. I mean, look at I'm not Starfire's daughter, or I'm not Starfire, whatever the fuck that is. Starfire's.
No.
Look at that. Like, you can't tell me that dumpy ass looking character isn't a direct reflection of the dumpy ass writer. You know what I mean?
Write a biography, an autobiography. Don't tell it through our favorite characters.
Yes. That's another problem, is they want to take and ruin IPs with their own bullshit. And it's like, it doesn't even make sense. It has no place in the zeitgeist. Let's see. Wait, I want to go back up here because the chat jumped on me. Glinzer, Hollywood doesn't hire the most talented; they hire the most subservient. See, that's it. And Nano Reaper says, or who schlong you polished. Yep. Parrothead said the same thing. It's not who you know, it's who you blow. Landmine safety tip 1. Have your most expendable friend lead the line. I really hope that doesn't get made to a movie. Which one, Nano Reaper? Let's see here. Let's wrap this article because we do have to. What's that?
The Ashley Judd and Harvey Weinstein story.
Oh God,
that's what I don't want to see.
No. Oh God, no. Let's see. I had talked a lot about this before those tweets resurfaced. He added, they're awful things. That's what my sense of humor was back then. Before this ever happened, I realized I'd closed myself off to things I thought were schmaltzy because I didn't want to be vulnerable. To shield himself, Gunn admits he hid behind an attitude about I can make a joke about anything. Look how great I am. Which he swears wasn't the fullness of me as a human being. Something he clarifies was a lesson learned long before I got called out for my tweets. However, Marvel took action regardless and Gunn was fired from the studio. Then the call from Warner Brothers came asking him to make the new cinematic semi-soft sequel reboot of The Suicide Squad.
I agree with what Gunn said, by the way, but now his problem is it's okay that you feel that way. It's okay that you made a mistake, but now understand that people who don't think the same as you can do the same.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We all make mistakes. We all say stuff we wish we didn't say. I've made like 8 bad jokes on this stream alone where I'm like, oh my God. Like, it's okay.
It's all right. It's fine. We're all fine. Hail, Cody from Pursuing Paranormal. He's up in the house. Welcome,
Oh,
brother.
Cody.
Nano Reaper. I am not Starfire. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Who would they cast a player?
Uh, Probably. Well, Melissa McCarthy's not fat anymore, so not her.
I was thinking Kelly Marie Tran could play Starfire's daughter.
She basically already did in The Last Jedi.
She hasn't been in anything since then. Like, geez.
Not
Like,
really.
I'm not the biggest movie aficionado, but
Yeah, you would
Starfire.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she'd make a good Starfire.
Starfire's daughter, man.
I'm telling you, man. It's fucking Hollywood's a weird place. It is a weird place. James Gunn, yeah, that we know how the story went. You know, they hire. You knew they were gonna hire him back though because it's like shit. Well, that really screwed up Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That's not why we're getting it, or we're not getting it for another 2 years now. You know,
Yeah.
We get the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special next year, though, which they're saying is actually important to the continuity. But I'm like, what are they going to do to the Guardians of the Galaxy team after this iteration's gone? Are they going to replace them with? It's going to be. Will it be an all female team? You know, because they're replacing the lineup. So, but yeah, I don't know. But I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. I have to wrap up. I apologize, but I'm going to go hang out with the family. Take the little man to have a Nerf war with his cousins. So thanks, Tony. This was fun, man. It was just a fun little hour and 15-minute stream.
Yeah.
We was just like, oh shit, let's stream for a little bit. Let's do an impromptu today. And yeah, what do you got coming? You got anything coming up on the channel you're working on, or?
Man, I've got a lot of personal shit going on, so I know I'm gonna go see the Suicide Squad. Maybe I'll like do a review on that or something. But I am, one thing I think, I won't say everything happens for a reason, but I'm kind of happy with how things turned out with James Gunn getting fired because it gives us a break away from Guardians. Not to keep it going on, but I kind of didn't like how the movies were supposed to be back to back, because then you've got like this 4-year gap before Infinity War and makes you wonder what they've been up to. So I'm excited that we've had a break and we're going to be able to see the Guardians, in a different time, basically like a decade from when they first got together. So that should be interesting, but I really want to see what he does with Suicide Squad because I'm going to be honest, I haven't heard a bad review yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't. Like I said, the first one for me was just like, bleh. So the second one, you understand my apprehension going into that. I was just kind of like, but I'll probably watch it. I'm going to try to go see Jungle Cruise if it's still at the theater this weekend.
Yeah.
It's there now, but I'm actually, I forgot I'm on Vinny's stream tonight. So I'll be over on Vinny Tartamella's channel tonight. You get a video tomorrow. Episode 163 of the podcast with myself, Tony Red Gaze, and a guest tomorrow night. I'm going to try to get a video out Tuesday. I'll be on Rogue Entertainment, Rogue Squadron Tuesday night on Supreme Heretics channel at 6:35 Eastern. Wednesday, try to get a video out for you guys. Plus, going Rogue with our guests this week. Fingers crossed it works out. Second Street Marvel and Nerdy Blurb TV should be joining Tony and I this Wednesday night, so that'll be really fun. The morning show on Thursday night, Orville review if everything's good with PJ and he's back up and running. And Friday morning, another morning show, and then I'll probably end up taking the weekend off again because it's summer's winding down and I got a lot of stuff I want to do with my son yet. So, yeah. But I'll try to squeeze that Galaxy High review in there somewhere because it's been 3 months. I got to get episode 7 out. I've got 6 episodes left to do of that show. And I want to finish them before freaking Halloween, which now I'm like, oh my God, I gotta bust these things out because I got some cool stuff planned for October. On the channel. And guys, please share the channel out. We're at 754 right now. We were at 756 the other day. Trying to hit that 1,000 mark, man. I got a lot of plans and things I want to do. So let's just share it out. And if you're not subscribed, please let today be the day I earn your subscription. Lots of quality content, great guests, and things coming down the pipe. So yeah. Thank you for joining us on a Sunday afternoon. Let me acknowledge the chat. Nano Reaper, I got the Prodigal Son review in the hopper for editing too. Yes, Nano Reaper. I was just talking to Tony about that the other day. T and Telly with Maria, Brutal Morningwood, Chris Underwood, Hail Brother, Too Sweet. Clone Geek, that's a new name here, so thank you. Nano Reaper again. Let's say Pursuing Paranormal. Parrot Head, Glinzer. Runner was here. Matthew Birkland. Johnny Cage, JP7, Red Gaze, Lola Meats. I think I saw Keely Chow even at the beginning. Angelus Draven. Thank you all, man. Machiny was here. Mackie Sky was here. Go over and subscribe to Machiny 90's channel, too. Tim's Talk. Tim, we're going to have you back on soon. I will DM you, man. You were a great guest. Brightest Day was here, too. Hail Brightest Day. That's somebody I've wanted to collab with, too. I like Brightest Day. Bone was here on the 1st of the month, which is always bone, 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 bone. There you go. What else we got? I'm scrolling all the way back as far as I can, and that's about it. We only recorded it 2 months ago. I know, Nano Reaper. I know. I started to record my last Galaxy High review about that time, too, and that's still left half-ass produced. So, yeah, everything else just kind of summer just like took over. And I'm getting ready. I'm going to Grand Rapids Comic-Con in 2 weeks. I'll be down there meeting with superfan Adam Shawhan, which is dope because he's got some freaking amazing salsa he's bringing me. And meeting with Phoenix Animation in Grand Rapids. Then September, I will be in Cincinnati for Horror Hound with the WCBS crew and hanging out with them again. Super fans coming over for that too. So I'm trying to get Draven to come down for that. So hey, that's it, guys. That's a stream. Always Brightest Day is on Drew's Battlestar Galactica streams. Oh, is that the what is that? The Pegasus Actual podcast? Is that what that is? I'm not a Battlestar Galactica. I've only seen a couple episodes. So, not an aficionado on that. But I am an aficionado on signing out, even though I make these long-ass, drawn-out goodbyes. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday afternoon. I'm Etep Queen of the Place to Be Review, signing off for myself and Tony ToneDef. We've been here with all of yous. And remember, if I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and it's better to burn out than fade away. Star-Lord, you toxic white male son of a bitch. Let's take him home. Happy Sunday, friends.
Boom!